Hello, welcome to the fourth dimension. I'm Maria. I'm your Sherpa, intuitive reader. I'm just doing a quick little ditty per zodiac sign, telling you what you have to look forward to this week. If you found me, there must be something in the message for you. It doesn't have to even be related to the zodiac sign you're watching, believe it or not. I don't believe, I believe in it, but I also believe that there's a reason you're here. If you feel like you resonated with any part of this reading, please hit the thumbs up button, as well as possibly subscribe if you like the read that well. That way all of the information that I put up in content will be delivered to you, or at least a hey, hello, it's uploaded, and then I don't have to send an email or send you a text, because we both know that ain't gonna happen. So this is weird. I'm actually getting the vibe from a previous reading I gave y'all. This is for Libra. Libra, what the hell? What's going on? This is for March 3rd through the 9th. 3rd through the 9th for Libra. I can tell you already, this Libra, are you fighting with somebody? You got a little competition heading your way? You feel like you're, oh yeah, you do. You're mad. Okay. Well, if this resonates with you, this is my disclaimer. If this resonates with you, please let me know in the comments below. I love it. If it doesn't, I always say it's like that weird Jell-O and cottage cheese thing on the buffet line. Don't touch it. If you don't want to, I wouldn't. That's disgusting. But some people like it and they'll grab it. If it doesn't resonate, pretend it's like this is like the Jell-O and cottage cheese and let it pass you. Go get a cookie. It's the same. It's the same. All right. Tell me about Libra for the week of March 3rd through the 9th. Thank you. A couple of them, gosh, they just don't want to come out. They're like, almost, maybe, I don't know. What's going on? Come on. Thank you. All right. Gotta put my glasses on. Yeah, I'm not even, didn't I say you feel like you're having a fight? Look at that. It's the it's the Ten of Swords as your overall reading. You're like, I am out of here. That's the vibe I get, Libra. I don't know what, you might be leaving a job. Yeah, and if that weren't enough clarification, validation, there you go. There's another little card for you. It's the Eight of Cups. That's giving somebody the middle finger, never looking back. You burnt this to the ground. Yeah, I don't know about this. Yeah, that's not your energy. Okay, so this is, this, I feel anxious. Right now, just feeling this. I'm like, I haven't even looked at the cards yet, and I feel like I want to argue. I'm sorry. I don't really want to argue. I was happy a minute ago. March 3rd through the 9th. The overall reading from What's the Tea? That's the name of it's my gossip deck, really, is what it is. It kind of gives me an insight without having to dig with clarification cards. It's just like, bam, this is what's going on. Girl fight. You're arguing. I get like friends. These are friends of yours, I think, or maybe, okay, right there, I'm going to keep it real. I get a couple of different stories, so forgive me. I have one guy, two girls fighting over the guy, and they know each other. Then I have the similar situation where they don't know each other, and they don't know each other. But the first one, they're friends. All of them are friends. And then I have this weird feeling like there's some competition at work with some petty people at work. Bite, like a bunch of hens, And I get that you might not be involved in it, but you're very aware of what the hell's going on there. And you're done. You're either taking it to HR, you know what I mean? Like that's, you're leaving. I don't know what's happening over there, but I get like fight. It's just all uncomfortable. The whole thing is very uncomfortable. And so much pride, ego, competition, false ego. And I think people don't understand false evidence appearing real is fear. False evidence appearing real, you know what I mean? And when I live in fear, when you live in fear, somebody lives in fear. Some people run away, which is, I think, some of this. And some people fight, which is, I think, this card. But the overall ending is there's nothing but closure. I mean, it's one way or another, this thing's going to be closed out by the end of this week. I haven't even gotten to the cards, y'all. Okay. Whew. Here we go. Libra. I've had this card a couple times today, actually. Reading for you is unfazed. Look at that. Total contentment. I think that's you're not really reacting to all this nonsense. You've sat. There's two things that come from these next two cards. One is a hangman in reverse, and the other is the Two of Pentacles. So in the upright, somebody's sitting in meditation, taking an introspective look, saying, what am I doing? Where am I at fault? Etc., etc. And this is not doing any of that, not looking at sacrificing, frustrated action. So somebody's putting a lot of work towards something else, trying to get their way forcibly, and somebody's unfazed. So the person that they're trying to manipulate and con and aggressively change the mind or get attention from, whatever the situation is, you will know, is not turning in their favor. It's creating chaos. There's a bunch of drama. There's fighting. There's arguing. There's relationships falling left and right, like towers everywhere. Like I had the same feeling earlier when I was doing these readings. So the next one is reflecting. Somebody's actually got their heart broken. They're coming out of a heartbreak. You had an ending, Libra. If not you, then again, I might not be the reader for you this week, and I'm sorry. Maybe try next week. We'll have the message. If it does resonate a little bit, maybe this is around the corner. I don't know. But that's usually that's my version of a threesome. 1, 2, 3, 4 too many people in this party. I'm just saying, it's you put a reservation out for 2 and there's 17 that show up, right? That's the 5. So there's way too many people in this relationship. And I think there's some reflecting on it, like, do I want to go back? What have I learned? What lessons do I need? What do I need to go forward? And you look at all the work you put in. Look at that. Look at a pile of energy going on. You have committed to this. You have put energy in it. And I'm thinking like work even. If you've been there a while, if you're working, you've made a lot of progression. You're looking at your investments and you're kind of reflecting over all of this to see, am I getting anything out of this? That's kind of the vibe. I don't feel confident. It's kind of like you're on the fence. I guess this is a better way to put it. You're on the fence and you've been there for 4 years, I'll say 3-4 years at this job. And you look back at all the positive marks you've made and all the progression you've made. And yet you've been stepped over for a few promotions. You are now getting shade from some people that you were really close to at the job. People are second guessing what you're doing. When you're like, I'm just telling you what's in my head. This is what's coming through is you're working virtually and you're not online because you had to go to the bathroom and you get 15 texts or tiger texts, we call them in my work. But somebody emails or IMs you saying, where are you at? What's going on? I have a question. And they're like, oh, she's not at her desk. And it escalates. I mean, I don't know why it's a woman. I'm sorry. It could be a guy. But this is the vibe. It's somebody sketchy and watching you. And in a relationship, it's the same thing. Why did you put me on red? You didn't respond. Hands, right? It's just like, I want to scream. I'm like, get off my neck. That's the feeling I had. Get off my neck. I'm doing my job. Leave me alone. Whether it's a boo or a bae or whatever the hell this is. I just feel like there's a lot of stress. And all the work that you're trying to do to make an outcome go your way isn't doing anything, nothing. And I hear like, maybe you've even been, not all y'all, because I'll get a bunch of hate mail. Just save your pen and paper for somebody that matters. And your little keyboard drama. I really want you to hear, there's only a handful of you that have probably done some manipulation, trying to get ahead of your competition. And that's sometimes throwing shade on the person you're racing against for that winning circle, and it's not being received well, right? So all the effort you're doing to show, hey, I showed out, I showed up, I buy dinner, I take you to movies, I've invested this and that and the other, and the recipient of that said attention don't care. They're not showing you any love for this, so it's unrequited is my point. And you're sitting in reflection over it. You're going, oh my God, I'm sick of putting effort into something that I'm not getting anything from. Sit on that for a minute and think about it. And I put a big ass pile of love in this thing, of effort. And it's unrequited. Womp womp. All right. I'm not even in the third row, y'all. I'm not even to you yet. I'm just on what's happened in the last week or so. I can't even. All right, so haunted is your first one. And this is you. It doesn't mean magic or anything. It can, maybe in like 1%. The rest of y'all are dealing with memories. You're haunted by the memories of this situation, of this relationship, flashbacks, the trauma of this, whether it be a job. I think a lot of you are dealing with job trauma. And you're like, I've gone in, I worked on weekends, I've never gotten a thank you, I got passed up for a 2% on my raise, what the hell, right? Like I'm doing the work of 4 people, that kind of vibe. And then right below that, I have Queen of Wands. Oh my gosh, I'm not even kidding. I love you all. This is the vibe. Whether it's a relationship and it's in the smack center of your reading. I'm telling you, Libra, Okay, so the Queen of Wands is my VP of Marketing and Business. I have a degree in Marketing and Business. I resonate with the Queen of Wands, not on a whole, but a part of me does. She walks in, this is not me, walks in with stilettos, 6-inch, to the sky, hair up, glasses on, polished, owning the room, chatter, friendly, approachable, professional, right? Walks in, energy follows her. She walks out, energy leaves with her. She owns this room. She knows she does. That's the confidence that you have on any given day, except this week. That is the problem, is you're not in your element. You don't feel this way. You feel like yesterday's, Mickey D's left out all night, and this is what people think you are, is this leftover something. Option, I'll say. How about that? Is that a good word? Trigger? Sorry. But that's kind of how I feel. Is like you're like, I invested all this time and all this energy in this relationship, in this commitment, or so said commitment, and I feel like an option now. What the hell? That's the vibe. And put it at work, it's the same idea, same energy. I have given 2 years plus this, plus that, and you're choosing Betty or me? Are you for real right now? Come on. That's the issue. And it's in the center of your spread. This is going to eat your lunch all week if you don't get a grip. There's my little big sister, nudge. Like, hey girl. On the bottom, right below this, of course it is. Of course it is. It's a 2 of Swords. It says, listening to your intuition and make a decision. You can't see everything. You're blind. I don't know if you can see that. You're blindly trying to discern this whole situation, right? Without all the facts, right? Would the facts help? Really? Would it make you feel better? Really? Because your intuition is screaming at you, whether it be a relationship or a work situationship, doesn't matter. Your intuition says, this is the wrong place. This is the wrong place to do this investment. True story. That's what the cards say. And you're kind of sitting on it. You're sitting in meditation thinking, I wonder if it's time. I wonder if it's due. I'm not gonna nod, but I want to. All right, like yeah, okay. So caught a case. Oh, here we go. There we go. Somebody caught a case. That might be part of your issue, and they might say it's off the toilet seat, and they didn't mad. Sorry, Libra. I'm not making fun, but I am. So the STD is a Page of Cups and the King of Pentacles. I'm gonna need a shower after this read, and maybe a salt bath. I'm just saying. So the King of Pentacles. It's not funny. It's not funny. But I do feel like, I think this is the facts, maybe, that we were just talking about, that you didn't have all the facts in the center read. I think you have the facts now. Is that you might have had, you have too many people. You have too many people in this relationship. You have way too many people. Yeah. And I think somebody's mad. Somebody is livid. Right? The girl fight. And I don't think it has to be a girl. I think energy's energy. And they're just saying this is a relationship, it's jealousy. The vibe of it is, it doesn't matter what it says on the card. I can just tell you, this is about an energy, several, I'd say 3, having a full-blown, toe-to-toe verbal argument. Like out. I don't know about in public, but it's in somebody's living room and they're hitting the roof with screaming. I mean, it starts on a text and it just kind of escalates because this comes out. You can't hide this because you have to have everybody treated. So hopefully, if you're a good human being and these are your friends, those are your peeps, you might want to get them. So that came out, and it's Page of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So that tells me who's involved, how it got started. That's what Spirit's saying. And the Page of Cups is a conversation about love, right? And I think there's going to be disappointment and regret and anger and frustration, and their heart's broken. They didn't expect any of this. Like, I didn't want anybody to step out. Why did you step out? Right? Like, why did you choose somebody else over me? That's kind of the vibe I get too. Wasn't I enough? All of the stuff of grief, of loss, of frustration, of resentment, all of that. Last is love on the brain, dreaming, fantasizing. So I think this is, for me, it was an illusion from the jump. Somebody sat there and said, I want my 10 of Pentacles. I thought this was going to be great. I don't know what it is in this week's reading. I don't know. This whole week has been challenging, I think, for every zodiac sign, and I'm only halfway through, y'all. Oh my gosh. So it's requiring strength for you to move forward. And I think there's a celebration about not only you leaving, but I think you leaving this party for sure. You're stepping away from the whole thing, saying clear the board. That's what I say when I wipe the board clean and I move on to a next reading, as I say clear the board. And that's what I think people are saying. Clear the board. I'm done with the story. I'm ready for a new chapter. And you create your own tower and your own world, and you move forward because you're making decisions. You learn this lesson and you're moving forward. And Libra, that cannot be more like in your face, period. I'm waiting for the world. Like, why isn't the world out here? Maybe because you haven't told anybody. I don't know. Maybe you haven't quit the job. And so caught a case. And again, I'm just saying, if it's you could have a workplace romance. Absolutely. But this also could be energy about other people at your job, and there's gossip going on about it. I mean, you might be in the medical field. I know what that's like. And you might it might be over medications. It might be over something else. So don't necessarily assume that this is related. Like, I'm not sleeping with anybody at work. I didn't say you were. I'm just saying something at work is creating this nightmare of lack and fear and bruised ego and conflict. That's what this is, especially if there's a girl fight involved. I think it's involving other people. So Spirit, tell me about this 3 of Swords. I want to hear more about this 3 of Swords. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness, we got a lot. All right, so 3 swords. I got the 6 of Cups in the reverse. I got the Moon, bunch of secrets. 6 of Cups in the reverse is I was nostalgic, which was this one, fantasize. And it doesn't have to be, it could be I had us married down the road. I had us in a commitment down the road. I was married. Like this could have been the dream that you were working on. And now it's like, now you're just some person's name I used to know. Now you're just somebody I used to know. That's this card. I've let that go. This is a whole bunch of secrets. It's not in the reverse. They're still hiding stuff. That's what this means. And you're finding it out. You're saying, oh my gosh, we have the King of Cups in the reverse. So again, it doesn't have to be male, but the person who was giving is now lack. It's lack of emotional intelligence. Somebody jumped and made a stupid move. Maybe it was you. It was loss of control. I was drunk, whatever. Somebody stepped out. Yep. Sadness. Oh, remember what I was saying? I don't see a world. Here it is. Found it. Found the world. There's my period. Period. Not a comma, not a semicolon. It's the end of the chapter. That book is closed. You're going to move on to the next one. I don't even know if I need to really review anymore, but because I'm nosy, I will. I just want to know what the girl fight's about. Tell me about the girl fight. Tell me about this girl fight. Thank you. Page of Swords. Oh, somebody's throwing shade on somebody else, saying, oh, you wouldn't believe what really happened. And somebody's coming to you with the truth. Yeah, somebody's coming to you. Somebody's expect a call. The third party's showing up, getting pissed off at you, and they're going to tell you all sorts of dirt. And there it is. Boom, dropping a tower. Never loved you. He spent the night at my house last week. I'm telling you, that's what I hear in my head. You and they're letting all the deets out. They're just hanging their laundry on the front porch. Undies, all of it out there. Even if they have holes in them, doesn't matter. It's out there for the world to see. That's what's going on. Okay, I'm definitely going to take a salt bath and a shower later. I'm just saying. So tell me more about this 3 of Cups. Tell me more about this 3 of Cups. Is this resolved? Is it people healing? Because there's a strength card. It's going to require some strength. Tell me more about that, please. Thank you. Oh, yeah, got a lot. All right, we got the Magician. Oh, boy. I got to check the rest of them. Yes. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Libra. We're going to have to go do coffee, you and I. So Okay, so let me just start here. Let me just start with this little love message, okay? When I hear magic or anything related to that, yes, it exists, but we have the power in our words. When I write something, or a spell, it's called spelling. When we write our intentions out, spelling. That's what is happening here. Somebody put the intention out for this relationship to be going somewhere. I think you, Libra, might have. Verbally, maybe you sent a prayer out. I don't know. Not judging. I'm just saying this is the energy. So somebody manifested or tried to manifest this relationship. So much so, it was very much a boy. Hard. It was hard on you. It was hard on you. You put a lot of energy towards this thing. Like I said at the beginning of the read, like I could feel it off the table. And you felt like this was, like you did the most you could to salvage and move this forward. And as a result, maybe you have extreme disappointment that your relationship didn't work out. You wanted the 10. It's now not met. Right? It's arguments, fights. It's kind of pity, self-pity. Don't get mad. I'm just saying it's the inability to see the truth for what it always was. It's looking at it from a different lens. I feel like you try to make something out of something that I can't make a plant into a chair. I guess I could with years and a lot of science and a whole bunch of smarter people. I might be able to do that. But in this space, I'm trying to make somebody something they're not. And they keep showing me who they are. And I won't accept it. I want what I want. And you put a lot of energy trying to force this into your world. And as a result, you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You're trying to undo the karma that's coming to you from some of the shenanigan issues. I mean, all the stuff, right, that you did to try to get this to go your direction. But it's a shitstorm. I don't know what it is. It's misfortune. You have lost. It's karma. And I mean, like I always tell people, karma isn't bad. It's just a word we use to say consequence. So if I drink water, the karma is going to the bathroom, right? If I eat 100 Oreos, I might gain 10 pounds, right? So karma is a reaction or a result of my behavior. So that's what this is reaping one's behavior. There's not a lot to it. I mean, you can add a bunch of spiritual what, but at the end of the day, it's just the energy that you put out is coming back. That's what's happening. Unfortunately, we also have self-will. So if I'm trying to change somebody else and do the best or the most to try to get them to fit in my box, so I could check the box and say, I won. That's the vibe I get off this. It's unrequited. This was never supposed to work ever because you're not even on the same level. What are you doing? Stop. Go find somebody on your level. What are you doing? Quit saving everybody. That's the vibe I get. And but I love this person. Sure, you love them over there. Go over there and love them. You have a 3 of 1. Yeah. Can't make it up, y'all. This is forward moving. The decision was a 2. You decide to move on to 3. Believe in your own personal power. That's the definition of the card. What can I change? What do I have the power to change? Me. That's it. My perception, my behavior, my action. I can't change anything outside my canoe. I can only change what's in my canoe, which, by the way, is me. So that's what Spirit is even saying, is manifest shit in your life, just you, that you can change. What do you want? What do you desire that you can put on a piece of paper and work towards? Be your best version of yourself, right? Quit trying to change everybody else, as it creates towers and it creates a lot of incoming unwarranted advice or truths that you never asked for. And it's going to create strength, and then you choose to walk away. And again, it goes back to, it could be anything. It could be a relationship, it could be family, right? It could be anything. You just say, forget about this, I'm done. Okay, on that note, that's about all I can get off this energy. I think it gives you a pretty good understanding. Tell me about, I am going to go back and I am going to clarify 2 more things. I am going to give you 2 more numbers though. This is the Angel's numbers. You might see some history this week. Ooh, yeah. Ready? Get a pen. 19. Number 19. It says independence and self-sufficiency are necessities to you. You are extremely capable in life and work and aren't afraid to take big risks to achieve the life you desire. I can't make this up, y'all. It says I am the pioneer. That might be what you should be manifesting. Maybe that's your mantra this week. That manifestation is real. You do have the power. We're only as good as our thinking, and our thinking is only changed by our actions. I can't think my way into right behavior, but I can act my way into better thinking. If I don't want to go to the gym, and I'm scared of the gym, and I hate the gym because I'm a big girl and I go there and I sweat, let's say, and I don't want anybody to see me sweat and I'm embarrassed, blah, 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 all these reasons. I have 100 reasons not to go to the gym. So I don't go until I do. And when I do, I'm committed. I make a commitment to myself in my canoe. And I go to the gym every single day. All of a sudden, when I don't go, my brain's like, why aren't you at the gym? What's going on? Why aren't you? Why? You love going to the gym. All of a sudden, my brain changed because I had right action. It never works the other way. I can't think my way into solutions, into the right action. I have to act my way into better thinking. If I put forward the work, I manifest it quicker. Sure helps. So on that note, I'll give you the other reading, and then I'm going to do some digging and find out what your future looks like, because I'm a little concerned. 21, it says you are highly creative with a strong will to succeed. Your imagination is highly charged. I feel that off this table. I'm telling you, you're like, I'm done. It reveals itself in everything you do, from your sparkling conversation to your most prized projects. I am inspiring. I get the sense that you felt like you were lacking. This whole vibe is changing your perspective from not enough, the McDonald's on the counter next day, right? Option, right? To you understanding your value and your worth. That's the whole feeling, is you're coming to grips, grasp or grip maybe. You're coming to the understanding of your worth. And it's starting with you. See, thank you. My notifications have been turned off all day. I'm just saying. So what do you have in the future? It's pre-Empress. Whatever you're investing in, whatever you're creating, you are 9. The most you can get is 10. And how you become the Empress is by giving or receiving a pentacle from an emperor. You're already there. You're at your capacity. That's your future. This is your future self. 2 of Cups. You have a new love coming right around the corner. Doesn't look too bad, Libra. I can't wait to do your readings next week. There are literally half the cards are on my table, and I'm very happy for you. These are pretty good directions, and this tells me that whatever you're thinking and creating in your mind, jump on it. You are ready for a new chapter. You just closed one out. You're sitting in between 2 worlds. You're making your decision on what route you want to go. It's like sitting at a fork in the road with your GPS, but you don't have any idea where they lead. You don't know. So you have to make a decision. What do I want? Do I want to turn around and do the same chapter again? Do I want to go back and do that? I don't think you do. No, I don't think so. I think you want to go forward and you want to invest in you. You have made a decision to put you first. That is your chapter. This is your season. I'm so excited for you. Look at you getting all grown up. Look at you making good choices. I'm so proud of you. You all, I am so blessed. I am so absolutely blessed. I want to thank you all. This has been an extraordinary journey for me so far. I appreciate each and every one of you. You let me serve my purpose of sharing my skills and knowledge base, which is like with y'all, and I appreciate all the great comments. If you feel like this is your tribe, please hit subscribe. It helps me grow the algorithm, as you know. It also helps you notifies you when I upload new content. If you want a personal reading, if this wasn't you, you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, but you think, okay, she's kind of all right, I could talk to her, email me at fourthdimensiontarot@gmail.com and we'll figure out a personal read. They're pretty inexpensive. I'm doing them for now. I'm probably not going to do them this summer. Sorry. I have another work life and that's going to pick up here in a minute, more so than it is. And I definitely want you to know I got you. I'm on your side, y'all. I'm on your side. I know I'm probably one of the most different tarot readers out there because I'm just like that Italian mafia chick myself. I'll tell you how it is. You may not like me, but I'm not going to lie to you. I ain't co-signing nobody's BS. And I just have the best and highest good for you. I just want to deliver those messages because why are we here? What are we doing then, right? Thank you all very much. Hit that thumbs up and that subscribe button on the way out. Love and light until next time. Take care.